All right, so the first thing you want to do is pull out the pull-out fuse, the disconnect, so there's no power. And you've got a couple screws here that hold the housing in. Take those out. There was a little cover, you had to pop those off first. The louver, disconnect that. Pull out the filters that were out top of the above the coil. That housing, it just snaps on the bottom and the top, and it pulls up and out. You're not going to break it. You just want to make sure it snaps out. And then the drain pan slash housing there, you want to pop that out. We'd use a little screwdriver to get over that peg. You're not going to break it, just be careful. You kind of lean it down on a shelf or a ladder, and you can start to see inside the housing where the blower wheel is. There's a set screw on that blower wheel. That'll sometimes get you. Be sure you remove that completely, and you can start to see inside the housing behind the coil where all that debris builds up. And this unit is only a year old, and it's not even a primary room. It's actually a converted garage, so they barely use it. So you can imagine if you're using your mini split quite often, it's pretty dirty in there. So just kind of going back here, showing how we remove the screws of the coil housing. You want to just completely remove those. That way you're going to be able to push that housing up and out to remove the blower wheel. So once we took the drain pan out first, actually, then we pull that housing out. It snaps up and out, kind of towards you, and then you can kind of carefully take out that blower wheel, and you'll see it just snap out on the other side. It's okay if the bearing falls off, just keep track of it. So that pulls out. Now we can set that housing back where it was, just gently put it back in place. Take it outside, rinse it really well, top, bottom, clean out all that debris all the way around. Even if you feel like you can't see anything, there's a lot of stuff in there that's building up and decreasing capacity. Same thing with the filters. Take those outside, rinse them down, front and back, every single inch of it. Make sure they're really getting in there, and you'll see a little bit of differential change in the coloration because some of the debris is coming off. So then you take a rag and water, all-purpose cleaner, something like that. Go inside carefully. Don't leave it too wet, but you want to make sure you just get all that debris. So that's the drain pan. It's got some mildew in there. And then the inside of the housing, get all that dust and debris, which want to make sure you're showing some TLC to your mini split. Then we start putting screws back after we popped that blower wheel back in there, ever so gently. Put all your screws back in your housing. You got to be careful. We had one screw just sneak behind and fall behind the fridge there. Thankfully, there was a magnet available. So we put the set screw back in the blower wheel. Don't forget that. And spinning properly. And you snap back that drain pan in place. And you put the housing back. It's going to snap on the bottom and on the top in several spots. You'll hear it snap. Then you put your screws back, pop your little covers back on, put your louver, snap that in place. See those are little covers for your screws. Those pop right into place. Put your filters back. Then just show some TLC to the wall unit and clean off any more debris you find. We really want to take care of our Mitsubishi units. They're high quality, and they're going to last a long time if we take care of them. And put your pull-out fuse back in your disconnect so you have power. This is our Testo refrigeration connection that actually links to our smartphone. It's really great for checking refrigeration. And we're looking at specifically here the differential temperature, the delta T, the air that's going in and the air that's coming out. We're seeing the difference in temperature there. You're looking for 18 to 25. The system just started. Remember, give it some time on a mini split because it's got variable speed, so it takes time to get to full capacity. In this unit, it did get up to 25 degrees, which was great. Then at the end, just rinse out the back. Go outside, rinse out the back and the front, the whole unit. That way it's nice and clean. You get rid of any debris, even if you can't see it, dust, so that you're at full capacity. And that's it. Just be sure you're taking care of your Mitsubishi Mini Splits.